People think creativity is about inspiration. I don't.
Would you take it?
What you gonna do? Easy to find.
Get to the basics. That's what it was before.
This is really who I am. You see, I think creativity is about protecting your energy. Because you can have all the ideas in the world, but if you're constantly exhausted, distracted, surrounded by the wrong people, or living a life that drains you, what are you supposed to create with? I used to think that I needed to find inspiration. Watch something, go somewhere, waiting for that feeling to hit me. But the older I get, the more I realize creativity has way less to do with chasing inspiration and way more to do with creating the right environment for it to show up. That's why the little things matters to me now. Where I live, who I spend my time with, the conversation I have, sitting by the beach, or even just getting a coffee and being around people. None of that looks like work, but somehow it always finds its way into the work. What's up, homies? Welcome to the vlog. If you don't know me, my name is Arthur Lang. If you are back, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. I'm so stoked to have you guys here. This means a lot to me. It really does. I need a big favor. I want to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Let's build a community, you know, something positive, something deep, just some real things, you know? So last week we talked about who are you? And I asked everybody around who they really are. And I realized that I did not even ask myself. And the answer is, I am somebody who likes to make people happy. And this is exactly why I do what I do as far as my career goes. It took me a while to think about it though, but that's it. That's who I am. All right, guys, let's go from Marina Del Rey, 10 minutes up to Mar Vista. Let's go. I went to pick up my good friend Galen, and as you can tell, we always have a lot of fun when we see each other. So we decided to go to Alibi. It's in Culver City and kind of Mar Vista. And because he's an artist too, you know we're about to talk about creativity. This is Alibi, the best food. Check this out, pack my quesadilla. Love it. And what you got? Some tacos?
Got me some tacos.
It's kind of small. Sometimes we don't hang out with the right people or like being surrounded by the right creativity and inspiration.
It's a
that
true
like,
story.
Right?
True story.
To the point is like, you know, like it
You
doesn't
don't
really...
even need therapy. You just need the right people around you.
What do you think is your way to get back to creativity?
Well, I'm starting to write again, just to get to the basics. That's what it was before. I was a writer before I was a photographer. If I'd give you $10 million right today, would you take it?
Yeah.
If it meant not waking up tomorrow, would you take it?
I saw that reel on Instagram.
I'm serious.
That guy was like, I was like, that was deep. Is that the guy?
I love it, dude. You saw what I was doing. You saw where I was going with that. You saw where I was going with that.
Damn it. Okay, I'll let you finish.
No, you saw I was going to switch it up, but you saw where I was going with that. Tomorrow waking up is more important than 10 million bucks.
The one thing I struggle the most with, I got like the show, YouTube, the clothing brand, all that stuff, and it's like, okay, how can I be 100 in all of those things, you know? And some people would say, you can't do all those things, you can't be great on all those things. What would you say?
Damn, who the f*** are they to start talking shit? First of all, I don't need it, no. And you can take your negative Nancy, you get back in your car and go the f*** home. Are you paying my bills? Are you gonna catch me when I fall? Then don't f***ing worry about it.
That's why I like Galen. Boom!
All your love, give me. All your love, baby.
As you know, we're back at Verve. I know I was here last week, but you know what you gonna do. How do you balance all the project and life, simply enough? Well, in my opinion, time block, like a lot, you know what I mean? Otherwise you just gonna not do a lot of nothing. And I've been there, and I know it's hard. And for me, the best way to stay creative and productive, between all the projects is to just time block. You know, Monday I'm doing this at this time and this time. Tuesday I'm doing this at this time and this time. This is how I managed to do my creative job, this vlog, the film, and the other stuff, and my relationship. So yeah, that's it. Time blocking is key. Here we are for our beach talk. This is our weekly check-in, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys. This is my favorite part of the vlog, I think, just being there with you, raw, just, telling the truth, and just being vulnerable and talking about being real. I want to say that I am indeed scared at times of not being inspired anymore. It happened to me many times before. And how I deal with that is I don't wait to feel inspired anymore to create, And how I do that is I create a life that makes inspiration easy to find. And I'm very, very cautious on what I let into my life, where I live, who I spend my time with, what I watch, what I listen to, the conversation I have, because all of that eventually comes out in the work, And this is how my new TV series, I'm Good, came to life from real things, from living life and from real experiences. And you know what, homies? I think sometimes we put way too much pressure into being inspired all the time, especially if you're creative. You start thinking that something is wrong with you if you're not inspired one day. And then you're also scared of losing your job. That's kind of a lot of pressure. But maybe for the sake of your creativity, don't force it, Just call that friend that you didn't talk to in a while. Put a movie on TV that you're not really interested in just to see if that sparks something. Change your environment. Go out in a different part of town. But also have conversations with people that are so different than you. That's really interesting to me, and I love that. And also one important thing, put the phone down. Look around you, pay attention, because that is where the ideas come from. And you might not even realize it when it's happening to you. So if you're watching this right now and you're not feeling inspired, don't panic. We all have been there. And I will leave you with this one. You can't expect your life to inspire you if you're not giving yourself a life to be inspired by.